Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and this is your reading for Venus retrograde. Yes, Venus will be retrograding. So what is Venus? Venus is all about love and money and what we value. Venus is anything that is beautiful in our lives, anything that we realize as being beautiful for us. So anything to do with beauty, anything to do with monetary gains is what Venus rules. And she will be retrograding. I'll just give you the dates before I begin the tarot for you. So Venus in Scorpio retrograding, she's going to be retrograding. Today is actually the 2nd of October when I'm starting these readings. And she's going to be retrograding on the 5th or 6th of October, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, she's going to be stopping at 10 degrees and 50 minutes. So 10:50 is where she's going to be stopping stationary to go retrograde. She's already in her shadow period, so we're in Venus shadow as I begin this, but by the time all of you guys watch this video, she will be moving backwards. Now Venus has entered her shadow phase since September the 3rd, 2018 at 25 degrees of Libra. And she will be turning retrograde on October 6th, as I said, 5th or 6th, wherever you are, 2018 at about 10 degrees of Scorpio. Now Venus is going to re-enter Libra on the 1st of November 2018. So she'll be moving backwards into Libra. And she will be then turning direct at 25 degrees of Libra on November 16th, although she still will be in shadow. So the shadow period of Venus will be clearing on the 17th of December 2018 at 10 degrees again of Scorpio. So yeah, she will be moving all the way through Scorpio. If I'm not mistaken, on the 7th of January, she will be moving out of Scorpio. So it's quite a while since we're only in the beginning of October. 2 full months we have of Venus and her retrograde. Now, what is Venus retrograde all about? Okay, Venus is what we like, what we love, and what we value, right? It's going to be Venus going in the underworld, right? Because for 40 days and 40 nights, she won't be visible, okay? So passions are going to be running high, and especially because Scorpio is such a very hot-blooded sign. Scorpio rules the genitals. It's a very sexual sign. Now Venus is very sensual, right? So we may all be getting a little bit flustered, and it's going to be why do retrogrades happen? So that we could redo things. That's what retrogrades are all about. So we're re-examining relationships. What is Venus? It's love, money, relationships, anything that we value. So be careful with major purchases that are made on a whim, because Venus is something extravagant, something that looks beautiful to us. So be careful that you don't go overboard with your spending. You may not be happy with what you buy. You may be spending too much money, right? Now, the most affected signs will be Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. Scorpio, of course, is where it will be turning retrograde. Libra is the ruler of Venus, and so is Taurus. Taurus rules Venus as well. So Libra is also where Venus will be retrograding into. So now Taurus rules the senses, beautiful scents, pleasing art scenes, landscapes, anything that is valuable, material wealth, riches, and anything that is beautiful, right? And Taurus loves to indulge, so take care with spending and overindulging. Now Libra rules fashion, beauty, balance, finding balance in partnerships, including marriage, and of course Scorpio is the house of moving in together, sharing our resources, sharing everything that is dear to us, right? It's also a very intimate house, so, and with Jupiter being in there, things are coming up, things that have been hidden. Venus is reworking everything, right? Redoing things. Now, for those relationships that start while Venus is in retrograde, know that if you start a new relationship, partnership, whatever it is, it may not last for a long time. Okay, so do take note of that. Okay, so Venus is a very feminine energy, right? That's why Taurus and Libra, even though Libra is an air sign and air signs are masculine, does not matter. There is a feeling of feminine issues coming up, anything to do with femininity. So our feminine energy and how we project that onto the world is being looked at here. And Venus is also attractive, right? So we love to flirt, we like to dress up, we like to put makeup on and go out. So yeah, Venus surrounds love and anything that is of romance. So these readings are going to be in relation to all of those beautiful things that I've just mentioned. So yeah, there's an extra focus on love here and money matters. We won't stop at just love, but I do know that because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Pluto has just gone direct, there will be a sense of a lot of purging happening and solidifying relationships, partnerships, whether business or romantic, right, or family. So that's all that I will speak of astrologically in a nutshell with Venus. Now, I'm going to be using the Romance Angels, of course, okay, for love readings. Focusing on love, yeah. I've got a beautiful new deck which is called Astrology Reading Cards, and it's by Alison Chester-Lambert, and it's illustrated by Richard Crookes. So what I love about this deck is that it has cards which deal with the house placements. It has the zodiac signs, and it also has the planets. So yeah, I am so excited about using this deck. I'm also using the Botticelli, okay, and it's by Sandro Botticelli. So I love these cards as well. Very special for special readings. So, okay, I will be extending these readings on Vimeo, so I will be taking some La Vera Sibilla. As you already know, I always use La Vera Sibilla for more clarity. There they are by Massingini, right? And I will be taking some Lenormand, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, as well as more cards, of course. So this is the expanded edition, by Ciro Marchetti. And yeah, a lot more cards as well on the Vimeo extended readings. So it's going to take me a few days to upload all of them. The links will be in the description box below. So do look out for your sign And it's going to be interesting because with the house cards, I will be able to clarify, um, of course, more precisely the signs and which planets you are affected by, as well as which planets are obviously doing something for you. Okay, so, all right. Thank you very much for listening to the introduction. Let's go on to your readings. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and this is your Venus retrograde in Scorpio reading 2018. Oops. Okay, well, we've got the Queen of Chalices, which is the Queen of Cups, and I'm using the Botticelli Tarot. So, Queen of Cups, I would say, is more than likely your energy, but you may, of course, be dealing with another water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And I'm doing reversals as I'm talking to you. The moon today on the 6th of October is in Virgo. So we're working hard. We're looking at the details, putting in a lot of effort. Also, Virgo is the body, right? It's our health. So some of us may be looking into health issues. It's a time to look at things that have been hidden. Okay, I'm going to take these two cards for you. We've got the Empress and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Let me stop shuffling now because it's telling me that's enough. Okay, so Scorpio, what's happening with you in this Venus retrograde season? And I'm doing night card spread, okay? We've also got the 9 of Cups. I just said 9, and here is the 9. What else do we have? We've got the 9 of Swords, another 9. Wow. In the middle, we have the 6 of Swords, which is quite a different card here in the Botticelli. I will tell you when I get to that what it's all about. We've got the 8 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And this position here is very important. So, yeah. And I'll tell you why it's important in a second. We've got the King of Cups. We had the Queen before, now we've got the King. And we've also got the Moon card. Now the general energy, Scorpio, is, oh my God, the 5 of Swords. Oh, that is a scary card in this deck. I'm going to take one more. Oh, the 3 of Swords. Well, yeah, okay. Wow, Scorpio, with Venus retrograde in your sign. It's a time of, wow, taking care. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the King of Swords. Okay, so straight off the bat, air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What's beneath him? The Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Page of Swords. So lies, deception here. We've got even though he's in the upright, I feel as though this is someone who can be deceptive. They can be quite cold. Maybe they've been truthful and you feel this way after the truth that has been spoken. There is a lot here. There is a lot here because we had that Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is someone who's very emotional, someone who's very intuitive, so trust your intuition. And we've got the Empress here, which is another 3. So 3s always speak of love triangles, being in a situation where there's too many people. Okay, 2's company, 3's a crowd, I want to say. But before I go to the cards, this is past, present, future. past, present, future. But this position here is very important because it's at the place where it's future and past, and it's leading towards the future, right? It's the beginning of the future, let's say. It's the catalyst for the future. Now, with the Empress here, she signifies Taurus and Libra. Now, Libra can be legal issues. Venus will be retrograde and moving from your sign back to Libra, which is its ruler. And Libra is the house of partnership and relationship, whether this is business, family, love, does not matter. Now, this is a mother figure. She's in the upright. The Empress is usually very beautiful because she gives you expansion. She gives you growth. Excuse me. She gives you the harvest. You receive financial success here. This is growing a business. This is growing your family. This could be pregnancy, right? She could be pregnant. And for others of you, this could be a mother figure. This could be your energy as well, dear Scorpio, or this could be your partner. Now, we did have the Queen of Cups, and here we've got the Empress. So we do have, literally, we have 2 women, 2 females, and 2 males. So this is quite an entanglement, I want to say. Now, the Empress also signifies Aries, so it's Taurus, Aries, and Libra. Now, we've got the Moon card, which speaks of, the Moon is the sign of Cancer for me. Others say it's Pisces. For some of you, it could be Pisces, but for me, it speaks of Cancer. And because Cancer rules the house of home, the 4th house in the natural zodiac, Cancer is the crab, which wants to be loved and nurtured. It wants to be in a friendly environment, feeling safe, in a family environment where it can be loved and nurtured, because Cancer is the child that needs to be mothered. It needs to be loved by its creator, right? So, and the Moon also speaks of intuition as well as fears. But here, as you can see, we have the angel sitting on the Moon crescent, looking down to earth. It's as though there is some sort of a blessing here within a family situation. And this could speak of your darkest fears coming up to the surface. Because Scorpio is everything that is hidden. Things that are not known are worrisome. They are the things that we are frightened of. The lack of knowledge, the lack of knowing, right? So, okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone who is very slow moving. This is earthly energy. So it's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. More than likely it would be a Taurian, because I mentioned the sign of Taurus. And that is your karmic sign. It's the sign opposite you in the zodiac. So Uranus is there. Uranus is breaking down what does not work, what is not of value. Now, this is a knight that is very, very slow moving. So this is very stable in the sense that it does not move forward. If this is just an energy, it's like taking 2 steps back, forward, 1 step back. Not moving unless there is certainty here. But this is also someone coming in with an offer of stability, right? This is someone normally that you would be able to depend on. Also, for me, it's very strong Virgo energy. I usually see, and I've been told that this card does speak of Virgo. Virgo looks at all the details, right? But as I mentioned, Taurus is strong here as well. So the signs that I'm mentioning are Sun, Moon, or Rising. Don't forget that, because it's a general reading. Now, we do have a Knight and we've got an Empress. So the Empress could be older, more mature through experience or age, does not matter. So the female seems to be older than what the male does. And the Empress really doesn't look very happy in this deck, really. Seriously, she doesn't look very happy. She looks as though she can't be bothered. She's over it. She's, you know, she's pregnant and she's not happy that she's pregnant, and she can't do the things that she would want to do because she's in a difficult situation. When I say difficult, she's in a sensitive situation where she has to wait before she can give birth. So if this is metaphorically speaking, then in a matter of 6 months, she will be giving birth. She will be giving birth to the life that she has inside of her. Okay, so this is a very creative energy. If this is business, within 6 months, and the transit Venus retrograde is roughly 3 months. So I would say 3 months after Venus goes direct, you could be at a point of wish fulfillment. We've got the 9 of Cups, but we've got 8 cups here and the 9th is on the floor. So yes, you have a victory, you have a wish coming true, but there is something that is missing. That Ace of Cups is on the ground. Now, we have the 9 of Swords, and this woman is praying. She has all those swords around her, and she is praying that whatever she is thinking of, what her deepest fears, she's praying that they do not come to pass. She is praying that her darkest fears are all up in her head and that they're not real. And you know, you could be having nightmares with a moon card here. You could be, some of you may be having nightmares because Venus is in the underworld, right? And having the 5 of Swords here, which is a very brutal energy, as you can see. And these 2 women are pregnant as well. It seems as though what I take from this illustration is that they've been raped. They are pregnant, right? And they've taken revenge on the person that has done them wrong. So there is a sense of revenge here in anything to do with 3 people. Someone is very spiteful, very vengeful. So I want to say that be careful of enemies, dear Scorpio. Be careful that things, people that are around you that are competitive, because with the 5 of Swords, usually we know that there's 3 people there, but you've got the higher ground, you've got the sword, and they've put their swords down and they're leaving, right? You can win over this situation, but I hope that you're not, not frightened of the outcome, because being up in your head, and of course Venus being in the dungeon, she won't be in the sky. We won't be seeing her for 40 days and 40 nights. So there is a very magnetic, Venus is very magnetic, and she can be quite, just like Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is, it's an energy of the female that has been done wrong. The myth goes with Black Moon Lilith that she was, every time she would give birth to a child, if I'm not mistaken, Kronos would take her children and kill them. Now, was it Kronos or Hades? I'm not sure. I think it's Hades because she was in the underworld, right? Hades would be Pluto. So yeah, she was very spiteful and very vengeful. So do take care. I just want to, I'm wondering where Black Moon Lilith is at the moment. Just let me check this out for a second. Okay, yeah. Black Moon Lilith is in Aquarius. She's on the cusp of Aquarius with Capricorn. So yeah, she's very close to where the South Node was. So for those of you that are coming out of a difficult relationship, a love triangle, take care with enemies, take care with competition and spitefulness from female energies, right? Because Black Moon Lilith was a female and Venus is taking on that persona at this time. Okay. Sorry about the going on about those stories, but I think that they're all quite important to know. Now, in the middle of your reading, you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords are perceptions, thoughts. They're left behind and the ship is moving on. So I believe that the energy here, and I'm very happy to see the Botticelli Six of Swords says that usually you're taking your thoughts with you. Here, it's as though you're fully closing the door and leaving those thoughts behind. Now, this is a 6. Now, their thoughts, conversations, whatever they are, maybe it's you changing your perspective on life and on love and on money. So you're moving on, you're finding your equilibrium. And I believe that with the 8 of Wands, and this is a literal movement, it's a card of movement. Now this could speak of, yes, socializing on the internet, through social media, messages coming through, messages of love, messages of understanding, messages of passion as well, because wands are all about passion, and Scorpio, you're very passionate. Very passionate, but very hidden as well. So I want to say that little Cupid here, and as I was telling another sign, little Cupid is the product of the relationship Venus-Mars. Now, Venus and Mars were lovers, and Venus fell pregnant to little Cupid. So little Cupid is a love child because Venus was married to another god, right? Now, we've got little Cupid here. It's a wands card, so it's fiery, passionate energy. Now, the fire sign that we've got here is Aries. Okay, we don't have any other wands apart from this card. So Aries is, it's the youth of the horoscope. It's like beginning something, right? So I do feel that there is a beginning here. Now you may be receiving messages. You may be receiving messages through the internet, messages of love, messages that are quite hot, right? If you get my drift. But I just wanted to say that Mars and Venus are squaring. So the square is, it brings on tension because change needs to happen, right? And it's a meeting of those two planets in the sky. It's the last meeting that will be happening. Now, whatever happened with these two, the lovers, Mars and Venus, last year in October, what was happening with you? That was their first meeting. They actually came together in Virgo last October. So this is the cycle ending of these two lovers, and it could be a quarrel that we're talking about, a disagreement, right? Venus is in Scorpio. She had resources, other people's money, death and transformation. Mars is in Aquarius. Mars and Aquarius. Mars is fire. Aquarius is air. This can be explosive. As well as Aquarius wants to do things differently. It wants its freedom. So we've got freedom and we've got very heavy bonds, very heavy ties here. So it's a bit of an explosive energy with Mars and Venus. Okay, let's move on. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles usually reminds me of Taurian energy. This is holding on to your money, and he seems quite very money driven, very sneaky. I don't like his energy here. This could be someone that's stealing from you, stealing from a family situation. Someone who is the miser, someone who puts money, values money on top of anything else, right? So some of you may have been saving like crazy to purchase something that is of value, right? And others of you are just holding on so tightly to a relationship, to a situation, that you're actually going to suffocate the other person. If that is the case, I would say let them go. Let them go, let it go, because by letting go, if it's going to leave, it was meant to happen. Holding on too tight is going to bring in suffocation here. And if this is you holding on to a relationship that has run its course, dear Scorpio, then the universe is telling you to let go. Let go and breathe. Okay? Now, next to the Four of Pentacles, we've got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is, I would say more than likely, it's your energy. Okay, so you need to open your heart. You're in the upright. Now, even though you're in the upright, I do believe that some of you may be, because Venus is in Scorpio, may be holding on to something that has already, as I said, run its course. You still have hope here. Some of you don't know that maybe a partner of yours has already moved on, because we've got another sign here. We've got another male, King of Swords. And this is an air sign. Now, could it be you? Could it be you cutting out someone from your past and moving on to something new? Yes, this is a general reading. And we do have the Knight of Pentacles here. You are moving on to calmer and more serene waters. We've got indications of love here. But we've also got the Moon card, which is the energy of home. It's also the energy of not knowing. So for those of you that are hoping to build a home, when I say build a home, that means it's metaphorically speaking. To build your nest, I want to say, then if you are looking at someone who is another water sign, they could have water, they could have air, doesn't matter. These two energies are very different. There are two different people here. Or we've got two up one person that's got two very different sides. And this is like, I want to say this is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because one is very cold and the other one is very emotional. One has got an open heart and the other one has got a very closed up heart. So could it be saying here that with these energies here, could it be saying that you had an open heart, and after this situation here, after the deceit here, this is you now, dear Scorpio? Could be. Now we could have two people. This could be a same-sex relationship. We've got two male energies here. Now it could be two females, does not matter. And here we've got like a mother figure. Now, this is a mother figure, which, as I said, doesn't look too happy. Could some of you be coming out of, you know, showing your true self to your family, to your mother, your sexual nature, your sexual tendencies? You may be speaking your truth at this time. Information may be coming out, which could be quite disheartening for some people. Also, these two people could be siblings. Again, very different people, very different. Could there be a clash, a competitive energy here for the love of the female here, whether this is a mother or an older female, or a female that is a mother? Now, I do believe that the Queen of Cups, I believe that for most of you, could be, for some of you, could be the same person, same woman, same female. But the fact that we have the Queen of Cups and we've got the King of Cups here does speak of a karmic situation. When I've got a king and a queen of the same suit, it says that that is very karmic and it's meant to be. So some of you may have lost, some of you may have in your heart still this Queen of Cups. And it's very hard for you to move past this point. Some of you may be really holding on to that thought, to that Queen of Cups. But what I do remember from that card is that that Queen of Cups is writing a message. And because I've got the Eight of Wands, could a message be coming through? If she is someone from your past that you have not gotten over, you've had a broken heart, then she could be coming back. Looking at the future column here, we've got the Wish card, but there's something missing, as I said. The Ace of Cups is spilled here. It's as though, because there's 8 cups on the table, so 8 cups is a maturation process, spiritually growing, because when we look at the 8 of Cups, you're moving away, looking for a completion, looking for those 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups would be happy family, the bliss, right? So we've got 9, 8, 13, 17 and 13 is 30. Breaks down to the 3, which is again the Empress. Here we've got a 5 and a 3, which equal 8. 8 is the house of Scorpio. So, and these could be just nightmares that you're having. Maybe you've had a broken heart and you're just having nightmares about something that's happened to you, something that you've been through, dear Scorpio. And look here. Look at how she's carrying this person. This is dreadful. This is so scary. It's as though there's, I don't know, there's no remorse here. Just be careful, Scorpio. Sorry to alarm. I hope you don't get alarmed. Okay, this is a general reading. I do need to say the messages that come through, but because, as I said, and that's probably why this energy is here, Venus is in the dungeon. She's gone retrograde. She's down in the dungeon, right? Which is a very difficult Venus. It's not the same type of Venus that is beauty, the beauty within, everything that is beautiful right now. And that's why Venus retrograde can be so difficult, especially in Scorpio. All right. I will be taking many more cards on Vimeo, of course. So those of you who want to visit me there, it will be my pleasure to give you more clarity there. I can't make these readings way too long, but I need to take 2 cards from the astrology reading cards. Let's see what these cards are saying. So I'm going to take this one because it fell out, and we've got Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So yeah, a sense of confusion. Pisces is also the divine love. So as I said, for some of you, this card of Cancer that I said could be Piscean energy. Now Chiron is in Pisces. It's moved retrograde. Chiron is the wounded healer. So past life wounds are coming up to the surface. And any past life wounds, childhood wounds, will be re-looked at, unfortunately, before Chiron can move out and start the cycle, the brand new cycle in Aries. So there is a completion progress. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Let's see what this card is. And we've got the 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. So yeah, anything to do with work, this is the house of Virgo. It's health. It's what you do every day. Okay. So yeah, as I said, the moon is in Virgo. And it's funny because Virgo and Pisces are on the same axis. So when the nodes, North Node was in Virgo, we're talking back roughly 17 months ago. There was a 18-month cycle of the North Node in Virgo, the South Node in Pisces. So maybe we are talking about that time for you, that time frame. Yeah. Let's take a romance angel. So we're looking roughly about 3 years back, and we've got a lot of 3s. So what happened for you, dear Scorpio, 3 years back, or roughly there? Okay, we've got one card, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Remember how I said you may be speaking the truth about your sexuality? Things that are very secretive for you. Now, this could speak of a mother-son relationship, yes, but it can also speak of speaking your truth with your intimate partner. So, now we do have love messages back and forth through the internet. So there is the potential for something coming in for you, dear Scorpio. Some of you may be actually making an offer of love, and it could be on a new moon. So could it be, I think the next new moon is going to happen in Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Let's look at the card that fell out. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, yeah, get out of your fears. Get out of your head. Yeah. So the new moon in Scorpio would be roughly, let me just check it out. It's on the 7th of November, and that's actually the day that Jupiter leaves your sign. This is amazing. Jupiter will be moving into Sagittarius, which is his ruling sign, and that's going to be your money house. And a new moon, you know that's when you make your wish for what you want to manifest, and it will come to pass in the 6 months after that. So yeah, don't forget that, dear Scorpio. That is an incredible omen. And as I was saying to you, I don't know if you watched my All Signs Divine Guidance reading, dear Scorpio, there are so many blessings coming for you around Christmas. Hold on for those. Just leaving you on a beautiful note, because once Venus leaves your sign, Jupiter leave your sign, I think that everything is going to be beautiful for you. And that would be around Christmas. I'm saying Christmas is going to be a real Christmas for you, Scorpio people. So yeah, I'm glad to give you that information. I do hope that this was of help to you. It was quite, how can I say it? Quite Halloween-ish. Yeah, quite Halloween-ish. And for those of you that your birthday is starting soon, happy birthday, dear Scorpio. My son's a Scorpio. He's actually on Halloween day, so happy Halloween to all of you. All right. Sending you lots of love and lots of blessings. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Bye for now.